Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
So striding forward now, Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the first pitch here from Lester. This is in the air to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, this has been the common theme for this team since we had a chance to cover them in spring training. They harped on the fact that they wanted to be in the tops in the league in on-base percentage, and that's exactly where they are, and it means victories at the end of the day. They are finding ways to put a ton of traffic on the base paths, and that will lead to a ton of wins.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
In is Christian Yelich, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A solid start to this one for John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Eric Lauer is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now batting, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and he's taking the league by storm right now. He's punishing every mistake he sees, and we'll see if he can lose another ball over the wall again today.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Garcia is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in, Javier Baez, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see there they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Stepping in now, Steven Souza, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The set and the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. Couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Hit on the ground to third. Healy brings it in. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Still no score. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. Comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series.
Keston Hiura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
That is it. The third baseman.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Popped up, Howe over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 5, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, David Bodie. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
The third baseman, David Bodie.
First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kane on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Almora.
So here's Albert Almora next. Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
Nope.
And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Almora stands at first with 1 out. That's wide. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Has a look. Now the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles, and all of a sudden they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
From the belt, the pitch. Anthony Rizzo is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
He's set, and the pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. He's set. The 0-1 lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Oh, 2. Here it is, and he misses there. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Hit hard to short, and that's through into left, a base hit, and not in time as the run scores, and he's safe.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the pitch, and this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Souza is there to put it away for out number 1. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next is the catcher, Manny Pena. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pena is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game. Of course, his skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a big difference for his team every night he straps it on.
And for obvious reasons. And he allows the pitching staff to throw any pitch, any count, knowing they can bounce that breaking ball and feel like it's coming right back to him. This guy, he is really one of the special defenders in our sport.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. He gathers the throw. Touché, sir.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Eric Lauer.
Standing in, Eric Lauer. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now the first pitch here from Lester.
1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And he misses 2-1.
It looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
2 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down. It's 2-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored, so it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking with some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success, and they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
Thank you, Heidi. And that misses for ball 1. High chopper to third. Healy scoops it up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next to the call, the catcher.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
No strike.
left side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Third baseman, David Brody.
To the plate now, David Bodie. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Pena has a play. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 5.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And into bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Descalso, a California-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here it comes. The windup and the 0-1.
0-1. Ball that's outside.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. So here's Avisail Garcia. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and no one will track it down. The 1-1.
Ball, that's inside.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said a big part of their success has been their ability to hit the fastball, which is a sign that their timing and rhythm is in a good place right now. Of their hits, 7 have come off fastballs alone. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich is under it. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
1-1 the count of the Cubs first baseman. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And right into the shift, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
It's sharply toward third, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And that brings up Javi Baez, lifted into center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The second.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Keston Hiura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan Healy.
Digging in, Ryan Healy. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 5, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
The count now at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
sent on the ground out to second. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Stepping up now, Steven Souza. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Ball 2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Garcia, and this will bang up against the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Now at the plate, David Bodie. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Weekly hit to third. Healy picks it up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Wow.
The center fielder, number 5, Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
So now to the plate, Daniel Descalzo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Healy is calling for it, and that retires the side. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double through 5 innings. So digging in now, Manny Pena will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Popped up, back behind second. Happ is there for it. 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Eric Lauer.
Ben Gamble will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Ben Gamble.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamble. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
Digging in, Lorenzo Kane. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
0-1 the count. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Down the first baseline. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Al Leiter enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 22, Al Leiter.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Lester. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6.
For the Cubs, the pitcher,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Lester.
Count 1-0.
Leiter has logged upwards of 2,400 innings of work in his career, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here it comes.
1-1.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Popped him up. Pena is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Ian.
Digging in now, Ian Happ is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
The count is 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. And the pitch. Count still at 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The third baseman, Ryan Healy.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down 3-0. Last half of the 7th here. Now in the box, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
1-0.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is a slider that can't catch the outside. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. The 2-0 on the way.
3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. First and second here with nobody out. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
The third baseman, number 13.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. First pitch on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
The center fielder.
So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Inside, ball 1.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hiura onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 4-0. Settling in now, Jed Jerko. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. The pitch. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Ready for another shot now. Orlando Arcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And there's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. The throw pulls him off the bag. And he'll get in there safely. Ryan Braun will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Tyler Chatwood will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Tyler.
Skied into straightaway right. Souza back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with two gone in the inning.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, and with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit.
And it's the pitcher that makes the play to retire the side. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Alex Claudio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Leading off
At the plate, Daniel Descalzo. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball two. 2-0 count. The pitch.
At the ball. 3 balls, no strike.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Kyle Schwarber will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
12. Kyle Schwarber.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he'll send a ground ball down to third. The tag gets one on to first, and Rizzo's retired as well. A double play.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Ian Happ.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More Jeremy Jeffress comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready now, Avisail Garcia. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Three and 1 now. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Striding into the box, Christian Yelich. Previous meetings with Jeremy Jeffress, he's 1 for 4. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 14 on the season, and the Brewers have cut it to a 4-2 score now.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In the air out to left. Descalso has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
That tails back over, strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way, and he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And another foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Craig Kimbrell answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Number 46.
In now, Jed Jerko, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Kimbrell is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot.
Ouch, that one hit him. Omar Narvaez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 10.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
3 runs already home here. Got him.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate now, Manny Pena, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 2-0 count, the pitch.
Inside ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Brock Holt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Ball 1. So far on the year, Holt brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Matty, he struggled against right.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Now a long throw home. And he is out at the plate as they cut down the tying run. And in a flash, this ball game is over. What a finish.
Man, oh man, what an amazing finish. I know it didn't work out, but I applaud them sending the runner right there. They needed a run to tie the game, and it was going to take a great play to get him, but that's just what happened. Wow, that was close, but the 1-run margin stands.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. John Lester takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.